He'll huff, and he'll puff, and he'll... Oh, there goes my neck. Ow, 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 ow.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Bad Cube Huff. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Not much to it, just Bad Cube, Engineer, Huff, Bad Cube, Robots Oldtimer Series, 01, Justice Force. On the side of the box, you have Huff again, Justice Force. On the side of the box, you have Engineer Huff. On the back, you have a nice piece of artwork. You have tech specs. You have a bio there if you want to read it. Warning! Don't eat anything in this box that could be very bad for you. And that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is not one, but 2 cards. Yay! So you get Bad Cube's card with some nice artwork there of Huff. And you have tech specs, alt mode, bio again if you want to read it. Hooray for cards! And a more traditional looking Masterpiece card, even though Masterpiece cards don't look like this anymore. But hey, it's there. Tech spec stuff, things, hooray for cards again. So, moving right along here, we have Bad Cube's Huff. And before anybody says, haven't you reviewed this already? I reviewed this Huff. This is the Huff I reviewed. This is a new Huff. But yeah, this is their redo on the original Huff, which at the time the company was called Cubex. They released Huff, and it did suffer from a lot of QC issues. And all these years later, I guess they figured, they said, let's do it over. We can do it better. And it's different. I don't know if it's better, but it's different. Definitely different. So here he is in his little truck mode. And it's a very simplistic looking truck mode. They definitely are going for the more current Masterpiece aesthetic, which is to make it look a bit more cartoony. It definitely does look a lot more cartoony. You have the nice transparent windows here, which are tinted blue. And you get some nice silver right here for the front grille. Transparent plastic for the headlights with some painted detail underneath. Get a little bit of paint there for the handles. The side view mirrors are painted silver. Some nice silver here for the smokestacks. The rims are also painted silver. Back here, little silver bits. Back here, there's even a window back there. And you get some silver, some red, some black back there for the taillights. And the underside, you can pretty much see how everything's going to work out there. He rolls as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. Now, he can, just like the original Huff, tow MP10's trailer. You just had 2 slots back there on the hitch. And you can just plug that on, and you can tow MP10's trailer if you wanted to. So, it's a thing. It's a thing it can do. That thing he did that one time in the cartoon. So, there you go. And for comparison, here he is with Masterpiece Bumblebee. So you can see how he scales with the Bumblmeister. Here he is with Masterpiece Sideswipe. Just so you can see how they look with one another. Here he is with MP10. So you can see how those 2 trucks scale together. And here he is with the original Huff. So you can see what's going on here as far as all the differences go. Now, me personally, I do like the truck mode on the original Huff better. I just think this one looks overall just looks a lot better, in my personal opinion. The color is definitely a lot darker. I think I would have preferred this if it were this color. But overall, I think the truck mode on the original Huff is a lot better. But hey, that is all up to personal taste. But there you go. So there you have his little bitty truck mode. So let's get down to a transformation, shall we? Let's move up a little bit so I have some room to operate. So we're just going to start up front here. We're going to unpeg these side view mirrors here. Just unpeg, bring them down, and just rotate them in like that. Unpeg, bring down, rotate. You want to come back here to these sections and just swing those out like that, and that will allow you to take the arms and just bring them down and out and get them out of the way. You want to take this whole top section here and just open that up like that, and then you just take these pieces and they will just swing in like that. And then you just take this whole assembly and you bring this back. And what you're going to do here is you're going to take this section here and just bring it forward. And the wheels will just untab from right there, come up, and you're going to just slide them back on that slider. Like so. Untab, bring up, slide back. That all will just sit in there. You can take this piece and just slide that back in. And once you've done that, you take this whole assembly, you bring that down, and you just push this down. This will actually collapse down. It can be a little hard to get it started, but there we go. Just collapse all that down like that. And there you go. At this point, we can turn his head around. Get that facing forward. And you also have little tabs that will go into slots right there. Just kind of slot themselves in right there and lock in place. And once you do that, you just take your shoulders and just bring them up, rotate the arm down, and you rotate the fist so everything's oriented properly. Bring shoulder up, bring down, rotate, and there you have the upper body all done. So now we'll get started with the legs. So these side panels here, you just untab. They do tab in very securely. There we go. Tab in 2 places. You got a tab that goes in there, and you have a tab that goes in there. Just undo that. These panels here, you just untab, bring those up, like so. At this point, you're going to split the legs. You want to remove this piece right here. That's going to be your weapon. So you got that. And now we will take this section right here, this half of the trailer hitch, bring it out to the side. And now you want to take the foot here and just rock that down on that hinge. Once you do that, you take the wheel here, you bring it up, it shifts into the leg, bring that panel down, that will peg in. Take this little panel here, flip that down, take the trailer hitch, bring it back. And then you just come down here and flip down the toe. And there you have a leg all done. Second fast, just like the fast. So bring that around. Bring that down. This hinge is quite tight on the side. Take the wheel, bring that in, bring that down. Flip that down, flip that back in. And bring down the toe. And that is it. And there you have Huff version 2, version 2.0 in his robot mode. I like him. I like him. I do dig his robot mode. I dig his robot mode a lot. I do quite like it. So there you go. Let's get in close here on the noggin. There's the noggin. We didn't even have to readjust the camera or anything. So there is the face sculpt. The eyes are painted a nice blue. You can't really see too well because they are a bit recessed in there. But his eyes are actually painted a nice metallic blue. And the typical Huffer paint scheme going on here. And not a whole lot as far as molded detail goes. Again, it seems like they are going for the current Masterpiece aesthetic, which is, you know, make them look a lot more cartoony, which I have no problem with personally. I do like how the cab compresses, so it's not this giant. I mean, granted, he's always going to have this big thing on his back because that's just his design. But I like how this compresses up, so it's not, you know, that big. So I do like how that works. That's pretty cool. But yeah, man, he's a little Huffer. He's a little Huffer. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. He has some wiggly-waggly. He can look up and do squirrel. He can do that. He can look down slightly. Yeah, full 360-degree range of rotation. Arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out in this little bit here, as you can see. We'll move out of the way to accommodate that. The shoulder is on a ball joint at the base, so you have a little bit of forward and backward movement. You can even shift the shoulder up and down if you need to. You do have rotation at the bicep. He has a double jointed elbow, so you get a decent amount of range there of bend. You have rotation at the wrist, the hands, open and close. He does have waist rotation. Legs can move forward, that far, back, that far, outward. Pretty much do the full splits. Rotation at the thigh. He has slightly under 90 degrees of bend there at the knee, and the feet are on a ball joint. They can move up a little bit, move down a little bit, and you can get some tiltage. And you also have a toe joint there due to transformation if you need it. Now, if you notice that the colors don't exactly match between this between the plastic and this right here is because this is die cast. This is painted die cast, so that is why the colors don't match up, unfortunately. But that's just the case when you have paint versus plastic color. It just happens. It just happens. But there you go. Now we can bring in this little bit right here that we took off the truck mode, and this will become his gun. Just flip that out. You just get in here, flip down the handle, and he's got his little pistol done in a nice silver. And it's the typical tab in the slots of the palm. Oops. Get that in there. Tab it in. And there you go. You can hold his little pistol. Pew pew, bang bang, pew pew, bang bang. So you have that. Or if you don't want him having this small little pistol, if you want him having something a bit more substantial, he has this big gun right here, which he did use in the cartoon. And it's just done in a dark gray plastic. Not a whole lot of detail. Again, looking very cartoony. And you can just plug that into his hand, and he can hold that. And he can have a giant cannon of murder, death, justice. Pew pew, bang bang. Pew pew, bang bang. So you can have that going on. He does include an alternate face. As you can see, he just has kind of a regular, just serious face. But you can also make him angry Huffer. Ah, ah, you can have him doing that. And the face is easy to swap. You just kind of get under his chin, pop off his face. That's disturbing. That will give you nightmares. And you just pop this on, and there you go. And now he's Angry Huff while he's obliterating Decepticons with his giant gun. Grr, pew pew, bang bang. Grr, pew pew, bang bang. Just saying. Okay, I don't want Angry Huffer. I don't want Angry Huffer. Let's keep him serious. Serious is better than angry. There we go. There you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is next to Masterpiece Bumblebee. You got that. Here he is next to Masterpiece Sideswipe. You can see how they scale together. Here he is with the Triple B, the big boss bot, MP10. You can see he's definitely shorter than MP10. So there you have that. Here he is with Toy World's Cosmos, which I absolutely adore. As you can see how they look together with some of Batcube's other mini bots. Here he is with their Brawn. Got that. Here he is with their Gears. Here he is with their Warpath. Pew pew bang bang. You can see how they look with one another. And here he is with the original Huff. So you can see the differences here between these two versions of the same character by the same company. Now, as I said earlier, truck mode wise, I do like the original Huff's truck mode better, but robot mode wise, I will say I like the new Huff. I like the new Huff better. I just think all around he looks better. I think construction wise, he feels a lot more solid as well. This guy is kind of floppy and loose in places. Like these panels, like never wanted to tab in. Never wanted to stay tabbed in anyway. And that chest panel likes to just pop itself open. It doesn't really stay. So construction-wise, this guy is a lot more solid. Obviously, he has a much simpler transformation than the original Huff as well, so they simplified him as well, which is not a bad thing in my opinion anyway. But yeah, I think robot mode-wise, I definitely have to give it to the new Huff. But of course, that's just my opinion. It all depends on your tastes and your preferences. But there you go. So there you have the new Batcube Huff. He's cool. I like him. He's definitely quite fun to mess with. I've been very much enjoying this figure. I think I think for this being their do-over of the figure, I think they did a pretty good job. Like I said, truck mode, I'm not that crazy about. I like the original better, but robot mode, I really like. The transformation, it's simplified, but it works. It works well in my opinion. It's nice and smooth. So, yeah, and like I said, overall, he just feels a lot more solid than the original Huff. So, There you go. So if you would like this or any of Bad Cube's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say, so there is the Bad Cube Huff, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face! Alright boys, let's get going. Whoa, wait a second. Why do you have that? What? That big gun. Why do you have that big gun? Well, why can't I? Because you don't get the big guns. I get the big guns. That's my thing. Oh, so you're the only one allowed to have the big guns? Yes, that's what I said. Now, give it here. No, it's mine. I said give it here. No, you can't have it. Give it here. Oh, now you bent it.